Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FortressCraft Evolved. I'm Max in Evolved, and today we're back in the world. We're going to do some things, but before we get started, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. That way you're staying up to date on all the series we got going on. You see all the new episodes. It's just a good time. And with that, let's get this started. So last episode, I showed you that we had finished off that tower and we had started working on this one. And I'm pleased to let you all know that we have actually filled this out with all of the turrets it's going to need. But that is not all that I have done in the period between episodes. I have also built up enough turrets to outfit every tower we have left. So that one right there and this one right here with Mark III turrets. So as this attack is coming in, I'm going to throw these turrets up and I'll bring you guys back right after. Alright, and just like that, we have 8 towers, each one having 96 Mark III lasers in it. So whatever 8 times 96 is, plus, what is this, like another 20? 20 times 4? So 8 times 96 plus, what is that, 320? So we have a ton of Mark III lasers. Now, this should hold us for most attacks. I don't think it'll be a problem as far as killing. However, let's go take a look downstairs. Now, you might have remembered when we set this up, spoiler alert, it was just a few episodes ago. This is the endgame design that I want for all of the towers. But if we look closer, if we go down, oh look, a convenient hole. These are only being fed by 2 turbines. So something else I've done that I want to try to accomplish this period right here, this episode, is I've made enough turrets to add 2 additional turbines, 2 additional turbines to each tower, giving 4 total. So I'm going to do something like, let's see here. So I think something like that, right? Put one there. Put one here. Or are they 3 by 3, not 4 by 4? So we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, something like this. And then what I'm gonna need to do to place these turbines. To place these turbines, I'm going to need to reroute the fuel supply here. No longer can I have them just come into one central set of hoppers. They now need to split off and go in between each set of turbines. So we're going to double the amount of hoppers, but that means I'm also going to need to double the amount of ways to get out, or ways to distribute. So I don't know if these will feed onto a turbine. They will. Perfect. Okay, so that's easy. So I'm just going to plop this here. That'll be remove only. I'm going to plop this here. That'll be remove only. And then I'm going to plop this right here. Add only. Run into the fire back here. And throw another one down right here. Add only. And then this will be our empty output. And I'll do kind of the same thing here for the empties, right? And that means once I hook this up, everything is going to the original system we already had, right? So we don't need to worry about redoing this. We don't need to worry about redoing our exit because all the empties are already hooked up and they're all going to the same line. So now it's literally just a matter of putting these in. In fact, I want to stand just outside the way here. And we'll throw... Boom. Now this should be spooling up. Perfect. And now the only thing left to do is to throw on one of these lasers. And I'm going to put a... Do I have the exceptionals? Oh, that's not even enough. Maybe I do 3 laser energy transmitters with organic lenses. Because I'm making 1800 power per second, right? So 640 times 3 is, you know, whatever. 1800 and 120, was it 1720? So that's technically pulling off more power than we're creating, but it doesn't really matter that much. Let's be honest here. We just want to get it all going. And we'll just do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we will do the same thing here. So now, where do I want it? I want it right... Where did I do the other ones? Okay. So just past here, right? So 1, 2, 3, F it. It's fine. It's fine. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Throw in the lenses. And I'm opening up the menu to put the lenses on because if I just, you know, click the lens here, it'll put the exceptional one. And I don't want the exceptional one on there. So there we go. Now this is getting 1800 times 4. So what was that? 4,000 plus some other amount. So that's quite... we effectively just doubled the power going to this. So now... I'm going to make a bigger hole here. So now this battery and these associated towers are pretty much going to be self-sustaining. They should be able to hold up against a larger attack. And let me tell you guys, getting the resources to do all this has taken me so long off camera. Mainly because we're not producing the alloyed machine blocks? Yeah, we're not producing alloyed machine blocks that fast. In fact, if I take a look over here, we've got what? Like 70, 66 in there? That's nothing. And I pretty much, if we look at my inventory here, I have enough, where are they? I have enough Mark V batteries to swap out 2 other corners. And maybe by the time I pull out the Mark IV batteries that are already in the corners right here, so once I pull out these 2 and replace it with a Mark V, I think I'll have enough to make the 3rd Mark V battery for whichever corner I leave off. So I'm going to go ahead, hook all that stuff up right now, and then I'll kind of show you guys how it's all turned out afterwards. So I'm going to get to work on that, and then you'll see a little bit of movie magic. And in no time at all, we have set up all 4 corners with Mark V batteries and some lasers. Now, let me make something clear real quick. Because Mark III laser energy transmitters use alloyed machine blocks, a resource that I've already established that is producing very slowly, for some of these we didn't have enough. But what we did do, if I go down here, every single Mark V battery has 4 turbines. So that's 7,200 power per second, which I think is plenty. I think that's plenty, especially considering we have a 4.5 million capacity in these Mark V batteries. So this is where the problem started. Number 1, I had enough for 10 lasers here like I have everywhere else, but I only had enough for 7 right here. And that meant in the last corner, we had to go with only 3 on each side like there was. Now, I guess you're thinking to yourself, well, why don't you just use lenses? It'd be a lot better. And you know what? You're absolutely correct. I just haven't done it yet. I like the look of 10 lasers. I want to make them all consistent. I don't want to, at least not right now, I don't want to try to figure out the mathematics between dividing 3,600, you know, because we're producing 7,200, so 36 for each side. 3,600 divided by however many what are these? The organic, yeah, the organic lenses, because they give us what, 640, right? This is already 320, and 320 times 10 is 3,200. So it's just a little bit less than what we're producing, which is like enough, you know, if I just put 1 lens on each group of 10, then that's like roughly the amount that we're producing, right? So 10 of these and 1 lens is about 3,600 power per second. Times 2 is the 7,200 that we're producing down below. It's just easy math. It's easy for me to figure out, and I didn't want to think about more. So I just needed some of this stuff to build up, and then it'll start filling up our batteries. You see our batteries are filling up pretty quick. 30, 36, 45. Is everything running down here? Yes, no. Why are you not running? Remove only, add only. Why is this one not running? Oh, it's not running because I don't have any transmitters on top, just like this one. Okay. So, like I said, we're getting there. We're almost there. We got a bit more work to do. But we've salvaged a bunch of Mark IV batteries. So that's kind of nice. We can use them in other locations. One location in particular involves this room right here. So let me show you what's been happening. Only a little bit. Very cleared out. Very, very cleared out. Now, I moved some of these right here to try to get a better angle on this area. But there is still resin right where I want to put the other battery. Like I can show you right here. I threw another battery up here. It's already got a solar panel on top, hence why it's powered. But I need to run more power up and into this one from down below. And then do the same thing. I'm wondering if I can use a nano disintegrator to get rid of that resin. Because this is like, I want the battery essentially like right in the middle of where this is. And now it's becoming a pain. So I might do something where I like float some batteries and put some of these up higher so that we can get that stuff, temporarily removed. So I can put the new battery in, so I can put the other machines in and all that. But I think I'm going to save that for its own episode. And then also, we made what? 4 times 2, so 8 new turbines for down below. We still got to fill this out. However, we are so close. Let me tell you guys. Once we get a few more laser energy transmitters down below, our defenses are pretty much the absolute minimum, if not a little bit more, than what we would need to hold off an attack and start charging that. So I think in the next few episodes, we're going to start destroying hive minds. We're going to still figure out the missiles because we got like 6,000 missiles that are just chilling. And I might end up using logistics hoppers. I don't know. Or logistics falcors, I mean. And removing some of the launchers. But I'm not 100% certain on that. If you guys have ideas, let me know down below. Also, we've been doing a little bit more improvements here and there. You'll notice this is kind of cleared out. We got this nice walkway into this pad over here. Pad's got a little bit of decor, not a lot, just rounding out the edges and stuff. But what I want to do here is I want to set up a Hodor station so that we can start getting more research points, because once we get into the frozen factory, we're going to get a bunch more stuff to research, and I think we're only rocking like 60 research points right now. So yeah, we got 65. I've got a bunch of recipes that I haven't done yet because I'm kind of waiting for only what I need. But, there's some stuff that we, mine carts and all that stuff we might get into. Constructor bots, I have no idea how those work. Some of this, the med bays and all that, that's all useful. But I'm not really willing to spend the research points on it right now. Especially because every time I go out and look, every time I do laps around the world, I don't find any more down pods. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just like, you got them all or what. And another thing I'm noticing, we need to extend out our Falcor beacon arrays farther. You see now we've got kind of like a killing zone that's pretty far out. We got stuff that's not getting picked up by the beacons, and I think that's really on all the corners. So another round of that you see here is that Mark II organic solar panel. And then, our what's going on here? Okay. Our quarry's doing all right. It clearly got into an iron vein, and I had to go on and put just like a ton of these hoppers that are all just like incredibly full. So I think I might do this again, where I just pipe some of these over and into this so that I can get rid of some of this iron, because I don't really have a use for it. Right? So we're just going to do something like this again. And for those of you cringing at this, just avert your eyes. You see nothing. You know nothing. And it'll just feel better that way. So we're just going to do like this and like that. And let that run for a little bit. It'll get us through some of the iron, because we use more I could just put the ore in, but we can get rid of more ore by smelting it than we would by just macerating it. So hopefully that at least gets us some more tier 2 stuff, because I have yet to run into a bunch of gold. Like this is, you know, I think this just has whatever I threw in it initially. But all in all, we're progressing pretty well. I'm thinking I might need to port this stuff up to the surface for the logistics Falcors to work, but I think that's going to be something we try to figure out in a future episode, because once we can get all of the laser energy transmitters down below for all of our laser defenses, and once we can get some of these missile turrets running, we're set. We're going to start charging the OET, and I think the OET is going to take quite a bit of time, even with, what did we determine? 12 and 4, so was that 28, right? 6, 12, oh no, it's only 16, duh. 16 turrets at 1800 per second. That's, you know, quite a bit of power. And we might still end up doubling it up. I also want to do the other tower over here, make it match those. Just really get the decor going, put the back wall in. Just all that stuff. But we're so close, you guys. We are so close to the end that it's actually getting really exciting. So this will probably end up being a shorter video. I don't know how long it's going to be once I end up editing out all the dead times where I'm just crafting stuff. But I'm hoping you guys are digging the series. You guys seem to be responding, and you know, I can't tell you guys as we approach the 50th episode of this series, like how much you guys have just, you know, just the views and the subscriptions and the likes, all of that's just, you know, motivating me to just kind of keep going. And you know, it just feels good. You know, it feels good that this is something that you guys seem to like. So on that note, guys, I'm gonna call it an episode as we're watching just the absolute slaughter of these bosses, and it's just, I think we're going to be able to hold out, honestly, because we have just a ton of power. Like this one still has 3.3 million, and keep in mind it's only getting fed by 3 lasers down below. So if we had a full 4 turbines and the 10 lasers like intended, I think this would be holding on no problem. So on that note, guys, I'm going to call it an episode. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Leave comments down below if you got questions. They're great for the algorithm. Help these videos get discovered by more people. And on that note, guys, we'll see you in the next one.